Ready? Hi there, welcome back to Little Cage Fighters YouTube channel. I'm Heidi, this is Asha. Yesterday I recorded the herbal tea preparation and the breakfast mash preparation, and then realised I really can waffle, so I'm going to do a much quicker version this morning. There we go. A much quicker version, just running through how I prep the herbal tea for the girls to make their breakfast mash. The recipe's on the website www.bellandfleur.org, and if you scroll through the page titles, you'll find the girls breakfast mix, and there's a page there. You can click on the link and find the recipe, quantities and how to prep it. So every day I make a breakfast mix for the girls. I have a tub of it ready, pre-mixed up, and then I just make a herbal tea every day whilst I'm making my ginger brew of a morning. So I've boiled the kettle, I've got everything organised today, so you don't have to sit and watch this for ages. The long version will be on a different episode if you want to see, because there's loads of other bits and bobs I touch on about. So the base for all my herbal teas, I've always got huge big root ginger available, because I drink that. It's a really good anti-inflammatory herb. So I've put a good lump of that in there. I'm going to have a brew as well. Keep the colds away, my love. So I'm going to have a brew. This time of year, well actually all through the year, rosemary, brilliant herb, really good for respiratory health and support. So I always put, thank you Ashley, I always put a good sprig of rosemary in. This is my cooking with the chicken, but not the way most people, hopefully not most people cook with the chicken. Ashley's just tipped over the water in the parsley pot, not that it matters. And I also put in root turmeric, which is another brilliant anti-inflammatory herb, which I chop straight into the bowl because it's really bright orange. Stains everything, but it's a really good anti-inflammatory herb. So that goes in. Whatever other herbs I've got access to in the garden, I'll put thyme in sometimes when that's in season and growing freely. I'll put thyme in. That's another really good anti-inflammatory herb, and very good antibacterial and respiratory support. Mint, chuck a couple of sprigs of mint in. I'm buying this at the moment because that's gone to ground as well for the winter. Whack some mint in. I either chop it up, put it on their breakfast pots, or just put it in their brew. Again, really good for just for gut health, gut cleaning, and also freshens the breath. So boiling water on. That'll have a good 15 minutes brew whilst I'm getting breakfast and bits and bobs ready. I shall have a cup. Move that out of your way, little one. And whilst that's brewing, I'll move on to the breakfast mix that I make. It's pretty much a 50-50 split of this stuff, which is it's called Feast. It's from a company called the Bird Care Company. It's a really good mix. It's got loads of prebiotic herbs in it. It's got vitamins, minerals, slightly higher protein percentage, so it's a brilliant support for when hens are molting or if they just need a bit of an extra pick-me-up. I mix some of this in with their breakfast pot, so they don't have a huge amount. It doesn't disrupt the balance. They should be having about 16-17% protein when they're laying. This is very palatable if your hen's off colour. Where are you off to, my sweet? You wanting to get that way? Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty here. Pretty there. I'm just going to pop Ashley round here. Good girl. And come round here. Woo! Go up there. Can you come up there and watch? Come up there and watch? So that's the feast. And then I add about the same again of layers mash. Kind of, let's move you out of the way, darling. Good girl. There we go. The layers mash that the girls have. So I add about the same amount of that. Then I also add this product. I think this actually comes back to front on the screen. This is called Poultry Spice. It's Battle's Poultry Spice. Smells lush. It's got aniseed in it and fenugreek, I think. Again, it's got vitamins and minerals, and it's just a really nice, a really nice little additional support supplement to add in, especially in the winter months. And so it smells really lovely, so it gives a really nice aroma. I also add in some nutritional yeast. Again, brilliant product, really high in protein. It's 53% protein, but it does have extra vitamin B in it. So that in itself is a really good molt support. If your hens have been molting, they need extra protein and they really need extra vitamin B. And all the bees, the whole complex of bees. I'll do a different episode on that in itself. I also add activated charcoal, really good little cleanser. Will draw out toxins and baddies and nasties and just help clean the girls' guts. So I add some of that in. So I cook like my nanny used to, lob it in a bowl, mix it up. You'll get to know how much to put in, but to start with, say the recipe, I've put my recipe up on the website. Dried, this is just a refill pot. This is dried oregano, all the way from the Albanian mountains, courtesy of our lovely friend Ali, who sends this over to me. It's picked wild off the mountains, dried, full of good health benefits. We use it a load, and again, it adds a really lovely aroma to the feed. I don't know how much the girls are bothered by that, but they eat the pots. Make a right old mess. They always eat their pots up. I give them, at the moment they're having one pot between two, roughly, just because it's colder and I want to give them a little bit of extra support. Nutritionally, it's just full of really good stuff. And for the girls, for rescue hens, I think that's really important to support them. The long version of this video, I go into a bit more detail as to why I think that's essential, but I'm going to keep this one fairly short and sweet for those that just want to find out basically how to make this if you want to. So the girls love it. So that's that. And then these pots, bloody brilliant. These are the little pots I make up. So let's get a bigger spoon. So I probably put 1.5. It's really absorbent, this stuff. 1.5 spoons like that into a cup. Move my tea away. Lovely, I love ginger tea. This hasn't brewed quite as long as I would normally brew it, but I'm not going to make you stand there for 15 minutes watching it steam. So cover that up and it will absorb it nicely. And when it's cooled down a little bit, oh, it smells lovely. When that's cooled down a little bit and it's absorbed, it's the feast that's really the absorbent bit. Get the mint leaf. When that's absorbed and cooled down a little bit, then I sprinkle on, my bits and bobs. I sprinkle on, this is Bio Plus, it's a probiotic. Again, the long version of this video, I'll talk about why I think probiotics are really useful for all animals and species specific probiotics. I hear a lot of people that give them yogurt thinking, live yogurt thinking that that's going to really support their digestive system. I'm not a believer in that. for the reason hens don't process lactose, so they're not essentially intolerant to it. Some people say, oh, don't give it to them, they're intolerant. I don't think they're intolerant to lactose, but it doesn't do anything. They don't process it, so it's no benefit whatsoever. So I just think if you're going to give your hens anything, make it, you know, healthy and beneficial. So this is Bio Plus, again from the Bird Care Company. I'm not affiliated to them. I just think they've got really good support products for hens. So I will willingly share what I like to use. Obviously you can Google and you'll find loads of versions. There's AB Pro, there's Barrels, which absolutely stinks, and you can use that periodically. This I just put a little sprinkle on every day onto their breakfasts just to support their gut bacteria, good bacteria, and the prebiotics in the feast is food for the probiotics. So again, it just helps that good gut flora establish, and as a first line of defense, I think that's really, really key to keeping hens healthy and stopping bad bacteria getting out of kilter, which can then lead to problems if there's a vulnerability in your hen. All subjects for other episodes, but for the minute, that really, I just wanted to do the herbal tea and the breakfast mix, and I serve it nice and moist like that, and they'll chomp into that and it will get them going for the day and fill them full of goodies. Thank you for watching. If you like the channel, please do subscribe, somewhere down there I think, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you very much. Take care.